Turn me up a little bit. You can choose to be sober, put your life in a bottle. Just a gamble. If you lose, then your life in a pile. You can fail if you weak, not a 7-day trial. A bunch of booze for the weak, it's not Cinco de Mayo. Sending files, not the social for the link in the bio. Handle business, never taught like a stand in a trial. If you question about loyalty, I'm pressing them all. I can't stand the oil leak, cause the engine a stall. I push the button, spin the top like a medicine bottle. Keep it tight, my circle small, so it's easy to swallow. My jersey tailor-made, they don't get a run, they just meditate. I'm Hall of Fame, worth the commercial shooting like it's Gatorade. I'm trying to find a message in the bottle, trying to calculate my steps on the dribble so I don't travel on red carpet walking. I'm ready for Met Galas, not a fork in the road that I need. When I travel, I'm good. That's the mind of a soldier, a loner. They don't want to try me when I'm focused. The metal start detecting whenever I'm getting closer. The franchise needed a future and I've been chosen right. The quiet type, not the one you want to fight. A bunch of muscle under the flesh, this a murder site. Milani keeps sending me beats to feed my appetite. I'm working hard, benching the press to lose the sale like nigga. A bunch of bulls like it's Cinco de Mayo. A bunch of bulls like fuck nigga.
Rather unique, you should rather retreat. Moving discreet, staying close to the heat. My ear to the streets. I'm keeping receipts, got proof of purchase. A rhyme merchant, close the curtains for certain the conditions worsen. I play the game like it's all at stake. Set the record straight, won't hesitate. You a featherweight, lemon meringue, cheesecake, and Louis V. I'm doing me, and you should be doing you. Put together 2 and 2, I'll ruin you. Bullets make you catch fire like Cali's Death Valley. Burn you like visceral fat, that's how I rap. Better learn to adapt.
Yeah, you could tell if she got it dad when you look in the bio. We in control, the staircase the only thing that spiral. Nigga, I'm up, how the fuck you think you my rival? Don't fuck around and get some shots like Cinco de Mayo. Head taps turning fades to Pico de Gallo. Drug dealers wrapping lambs like fries in a gyro. Nigga, I'm what they thought they was. A metal fork could be your outlet. Let's shock the plug. 3 for 10, tall chubby nigga. No forgetting it in. Broken wash machine, stuck in the cycle. That's how we spin. Many men tried to make amends, but for that final cleanse, this wagyu tastes different when you eating with fake friends. A fake nigga in a new car, fake Benz. My pop had Adidas sweatsuits, cracking his top 10s. Trained to shoot the white out your eyes, right through the op lens. You ever write with so much conviction that shit could pop pins? My new watch, amphibious, band made of croc skin. My young nigga insidious, he'll do you hideous. You felt as an OG, bragging about who the litty is. Before I turn to you niggas, I hang it up and dig a ditch or run in the bank with a note that reads riddle me this. My man with the CSPO, he took his nephew piss, that shit still came back dirty. I'm like, the fuck is this? Explain me this. How a nigga bitch become your bucket list? Same fingers you used to point for gang, them the ones you twist. Round here if them niggas want your watch, we gon' take your risks. Yeah, oldest story ever told. We turn shit to glitter, this graffiti on gold.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Ski. Yeah. Lord Brunson back at you with the back at you, and I am simply the best reporting on the Eagles. Bullies in the building. We are in attendance. We got these guys coming to town. We got the Minnesota Vikings, and we got some stuff to talk about. You know what I mean? Michael Felder, thank you for the super chat. He sent the first one of the day, loud and proud and early. Shout out my guy, Michael Felder. Michael Felder been supporting me for a long time. You know what I mean? Let me give a shout out to my guy, Dave Dust. Y'all know Dave Dust got the craziest merch. I got to stand up for this one, man. Dave Dust done sent me the custom, you know what I'm saying? The custom joint, all my favorite players on the side. BG, AJ, Jalen, Doc, LB patch of approval up there, Philadelphia Eagles. The back crazy too, but I ain't about to turn around. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Dave Dust, man. Y'all know where to find him at Dave_Dust. He can get you suited and booted. All type of crazy custom Eagles work, man. So it's a lot going on, man. Apparently the media is trying to insinuate that we still got players running their mouth. You know, we still got players talking to the media saying that this reminds them of 2023. And how do I feel about that? You know what I'm saying? How do I truly feel about that? It could be a lie because we the talk of the town right now. We the talk of the town right now. Everybody want to talk about our downfall. Everybody got negative things to say about the Philadelphia Eagles. You know, these stories have been drawing clicks, insinuating A.J. Brown once out. Another Philadelphia Eagles player is talking. This is how these guys getting their clicks, man. It's a lot of clicks, and we gave them the sound bite. So I don't know if it's true or not. But we gave them the opportunity to make people believe it's true. This is how it works, man. This is how it works. You open your mouth, you let people into what's going on. I would be shocked, to be honest, if we still be in some chatty patties, bro. But then again, I can't put it past the squad because they've been talking too much during the first 6 games. They've been talking too much during the first 6 games. So I don't know if I necessarily believe it or not. I don't care about it, man. We got other things that we need to be worrying about, and we got other things that we need to discuss. I got my drunken Howie hat on for a reason. I got my drunken Howie hat on for a reason because I am with Howie Roseman. I'm standing with Howie Roseman. Any other year, during a time like this of uncertainty, the Philadelphia Eagles would have already made a move. We got way too many great players on this team to be seemingly going at this without making a trade. We got way too many good players on this roster to say, all right, we're just going to be stuck with Adoree Jackson potentially starting alongside Keely Ringo for the Minnesota Vikings. We got way too much riding. We got to repeat the chase. Why hasn't the Philadelphia Eagles made a move? And I'm going to explain why I think that is right now. I think the Philadelphia Eagles haven't made a move right now. It's simply because Howie Roseman is blackballed. Why would teams willingly give the defending champions more players right now? Why would teams willingly help out the Philadelphia Eagles? Why would teams do it? We saying, go get Nick Chubb, go get this, that. Why would teams willingly give us all of these players, y'all? Let's think about it, man. Half the league voted against the tush push. Why would teams willingly help out the Philadelphia Eagles? They'd rather see us fail than acquire capital and draft picks to try to win a championship themselves one day. They'd rather see our rise collapse. They'd rather see it collapse because make no mistake, if you go back, if you win another Super Bowl right here, you're a dynasty. That's 3 Super Bowls that you've been to in the last 4 years. They don't want to see that. They don't want to see that. The Philadelphia Eagles have 1 card left to play right now. They got 1 card left to play right now. That card that they can play right now is to sign CJ Gardner-Johnson. It's the only card left that you got in your deck, man. He is a free agent. He's a free agent. Sign him to the veteran minimum and help your team. That means the team would have to admit that they made a mistake. They've made several mistakes during the offseason. Several. Departing from Mekhi, not giving Mekhi Becton a contract. Not giving Isaiah Rodgers a contract. We know the mistakes they made. Trading away CJ Gardner-Johnson. Listen, Makuba's a rookie. Makuba is not filling the shoes properly. The Philadelphia Eagles have to man up, admit they made a mistake. The second time, letting CJ Gardner-Johnson go 2 times in a row, you made a mistake on this guy because we traded him or we didn't re-sign him last year. He went to the Lions. And what we ended up doing, getting Kevin Byard, and it didn't work out. It didn't work out. D'Lo said in Howie's defense, he did say before the season started, this year will be a trying time because of cap space. But that's stupid, though, man. This year, a trying time, you should be trying to repeat. Literally, the offensive line and run defense is significantly worse. It is. Let me show y'all something real quick. The offensive line and run defense is significantly worse. And that's no, like, you know what I mean? That's no real no real fault of Saquon Barkley. That's the part that bothers me about this, man. That's no real fault of Saquon Barkley. Hold on, y'all. Y'all know I'm slow sometime with this. That's no real fault of Saquon Barkley. The run defense is worse because you have the run offense. The running game is worse because you have worse players. You have worse players. You know, Saquon Barkley told John Clark today that he loved the meeting the offense. He loved the meeting the offense had and the mindset they're going into. Asked if they think they'll find their identity. I don't want to give too much scouting information, but we look forward to getting out there and getting back on track. Saquon Barkley has been, in my opinion, one of the most positive people this season, man. Saquon Barkley has been one of the most positive guys on this team, bro. And I got to give Saquon his kudos for that. Saquon Barkley is the ultimate teammate, bro. The ultimate teammate, man. One thing I learned about having Saquon Barkley here, man, is that Saquon Barkley is just simply the ultimate teammate, bro. It just is what it is, man. The ultimate teammate. And this would Chase Sr. is saying about Saquon Barkley. This is what Chase Sr. is saying. Saquon Barkley's first 6 games this season, 95 carries, 325 yards, 3.4 yards per carry, 3 rushing touchdowns. You know what I mean? 52 yards a game. This is his first 6 games this year. Last year, when he ran for 2,000 yards, his first 6 games, 91 carries, 4 less carries, 482 yards, 5.3 yards per carry, 4 touchdowns, 80 yards per game. This is where he's not that far off track. He's not that far off track when you think about it. He's not that far off track, ladies and gentlemen. He ain't that far off track. What do he got 130 yards less? 1 less touchdown? He's not that far off track. We just don't have the offensive line playing in support of the player that we have right now. He's not that far off track. He's not that far off track. I'm telling you, man, this thing is nowhere near like 2023. And I hate the notion of it so bad. I legitimately hate the notion of it. I hate the notion of it. This is what Bad Dog just posted. I want y'all to get a good look at this. They're posting things and making it seem like one doesn't look quite like the other. Look at Jalen Hurts stats and Josh Allen stats. He's not that far off track. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, we are in, it don't seem like a fortunate spot, but we are not that far off from who we know we can be. We're not that far off from who we know we could be. We're not. 6 games, both 4-2, completion percentage 68, Josh Allen 68.5. Passing yards, Jalen Hurts 1,172. You know what I mean? Josh Allen 13. Passing yard average 6.8 for Jalen, 7.8 for Josh Allen. Passing yards a game 195 passing yards a game, 232 for Josh Allen. Passing touchdowns 8 for Jalen, 11 for Josh Allen. Interceptions 1 for Jalen, 4 for Josh Allen. They both have a triple-digit passer rating. Jalen at 100.2, Josh Allen 103.1. Rushing attempts, Jalen 50, Allen 46. The list goes on and on, and it's funny. It's funny to me that Bad Dog cut this list off right here when they start talking about accolades, when they start talking about championships, when they start talking about NFC championship winnings. You know, Jalen got 2 of those. When they start talking about Super Bowl, it's funny they cut it right there. But the moral of the story is he's not that far off. He's not that far off. We're right on the cusp. This game to the Minnesota Vikings, in my opinion, it boils down to if Kevin Patullo could play 4 quarters. I think if Kevin Patullo could put 4 quarters together and the offense can get off to a blazing nice start, a blazing nice finish, that I don't think it matters if Quinyon Mitchell plays. I think if the offense is able to sustain drives and keep whether it's McCarthy or Wentz off the field, I think we in a good position. I don't understand how good of a position we really in, man. I ain't got no choice but to be optimistic. I don't. I keep telling y'all, man, I'm not the guy if you want to hear about the sky falling, man. I'm not the guy. I have no choice but to be optimistic, man. I know the identity of this team. Everybody's asking that question. The identity of this football team is a winning pedigree. Our identity is winning. That's our identity. We're going to get back to that, whether they like it or whether they don't like it, whether they like how it looks or not. We are simply going to get back to winning. That's our identity. That's our identity. They thinking too much into it because they trying to find knocks on our quarterback. They thinking way too much into it. They have to try and find knocks on our quarterback. Listen, man, if Jalen Hurts fumbled the game away like Jaden Daniels did on Monday, they still be talking about it, man. They still be talking about it. Josh Allen on the 2-game losing streak, they look bad. Nobody's talking about that right now. Nobody is talking about that right now. Nobody's talking about that right now. It's all about what we going to do because we are the show and we got to welcome that, man. I'm not sleeping on the Vikings defense at all. But the Eagles are due for offensive explosion in 2 halves. They're due to put an offensive game together in 2 halves. They're due for it. Just like I said, we was due for an offensive explosion in the NFC Championship game last year. Sometimes a nice, an extended week, a mini bye, we are due to cause damage. We do to cause damage. We do to cause damage. And we can get back to the mountaintop easily. But the organization and the front office has to decide to put their pride to the side and sign CJ Gardner-Johnson. He's literally the only thing left. He's literally the only other option. Are you going to go out there and get that safety? Are you going to go out there and get that safety? Did anybody pick him up yet? Are you going to go get Justin Simmons for a year? You got to do something. Are you going to go get Gilmore? I just don't understand why Howie Roseman is not making a move. We sign and cut Eli Ricks every damn week. Every week we sign and cut Eli Ricks. Every week. I almost can say I really feel confident that the Eagles are about to announce a move. I just feel it. Like, this isn't like us to just sit here and take this and say, this is what we stuck with. We got to go out there and figure it out because we're trying to save cap for years down the line. That ain't us, bro. That ain't us. That ain't us. We are the football team that makes moves and try to fix situations. We are. I'm telling you, man, if we go out there with, I don't know what Jacorian Bennett, well, Jacorian Bennett went on IR a couple of weeks ago, so he got to miss 4 games, I believe. He do. But in any world that I ever would see Keely Ringo on Justin Jefferson, I don't know if I could watch that game. I don't know if I can watch that game. I don't know if I can watch that game. I don't even think I want to put Cooper DeJean through that, bro. We have nobody that can check Justin Jefferson. The only person that can give Justin Jefferson any type of problem is Quinyon Mitchell. Everybody else would be fooled. Everybody else would be fooled. Addison, they got some shit on the outside for us. The way to beat these guys is to sustain drives. We can't 3-and-out these guys to death, man. We can't afford to put that defense on the field against that type of aerial assault. We can't. We can't. And they're capable of running the ball too. So it depends on what the Philadelphia Eagles do. If they look themselves in the mirror during this mini bye, it's a lot. But I would go get Stephon Gilmore. I would go get Justin Simmons. You know what I mean? I would try to bring back CJGJ. You got to do something. You got to do something. People talking about we can move pieces around. What piece? People want to put Makuba in the slot. Makuba ain't good at safety right now. Why would we want to put him in the slot? Why would we want to do that to ourselves? That don't make sense. That don't make sense. We got to win. We got to win this game, bro. We got to win this game. Listen, we were blessed with the rest of the division folding. We got to come out and handle our business, man. It's no other way around it, man. It's simply no other way around it, man. We got to come out and handle our business. We do, man. We do. We got to come out and handle our business, man. There's no other way around it, man. There's no other way around it. All I know is that if Jalen Hurts would have did what a lot of these other guys doing, they still be talking about it, man. They still be talking about. You know what? You know what really bothers me the most. What really bothers me the most about what's transpiring and where we are right now as a football team is that we would legitimately be 5-1 had we not blown that game to the Broncos. The Giants beat us, bro. I can't give you no other scenario where we might have even beat the Giants on the road with players dropping in the middle of the game. Jalen Carter ain't played. The Giants had our number that night. The Giants had us dead to rights. I think you lose that Giants game either way. But I know this team would love to have that Broncos game back right now. We will be sitting pretty at 5-1, bro. Pretty at 5-1, with everybody else having 3 wins. We'd be sitting pretty at 5-1. If we lose, and if we lose and the Commanders win, if we lose, bro, we're going to be in second place regardless. Unless the Cowboys and Commanders tie. No, we'll be tied if we would be in second place if we lose. We will legit be in second place if we lose, I think. We're 4-2. No, we'll be 4-3. We would still have a better record than the Cowboys if the Cowboys win. We would still be in first place if the Cowboys win because they would be 4-3-1. Yeah, the Cowboys. The Cowboys will be 4-2-1. The Cowboys will be in first place. If we lose this game, unless the Cowboys and Commanders tie, we're not in first place no more. So there's no more hate watching, bro. We got to handle our business. The hate watch week is over. The hate watch week is over, bro. You gotta win. You gotta win. Then if you lose to Carson Wentz, come on, man. If the Eagles lose to Carson Wentz, whether it's Jalen Hurts' fault or not, bro, it's going to twist this fan base like a Philadelphia pretzel. Like a Philadelphia pretzel. You know how many people in the media couldn't wait for Jalen Hurts to have a bad 2-game stretch? They are salivating at the mouth. It's preposterous to me, man. I've never seen another quarterback as criticized as Jalen Hurts. The man was criticized for winning Super Bowl MVP. They're saying Saquon Barkley carried him. That's how he won Super Bowl MVP. He had more rushing yards in the Super Bowl than Saquon Barkley. The guy's been to 2 Super Bowls, but he loses 2 games. He misses a throw, and they are now questioning if the guy is elite or if he's even top 10, like other people haven't had bad games before. I've never seen anything like this, bro. This level of hate is indicative of people who don't like you just because the way you look. I'm sorry. They're now saying that there are stories of, I'm going to pull it up on here because the Jalen Hurts hate has reached an all-time high, bro. It's reached an all-time high, man. It's reached an all-time high. I don't even think here we go right here. 95.7 The Fanatic. Here you go. He said, you talk to coaches and executives and scouts around the league, and they don't look at Jalen Hurts as a top-tier passer. They say that they had to run the ball a gazillion times to sort of mask Jalen a little bit. This is not a knock on him, but he has limitations as a passer in the pocket. How are you not trying to use the fact that we were a heavy run team last year as a knock on him? You're clearly trying to downplay the Super Bowl MVP because we had a 2,000-yard rusher, bro. A 2,000-yard rusher. You're clearly trying to downplay it as if everybody with a 2,000-yard rusher goes to Super Bowls, bro. I think it's only like Saquon Barkley and Terrell Davis. Saquon Barkley was the 9th one. None of them other guys played in the Super Bowl that year when they ran for 2,000 yards. None of them other guys played in the Super Bowl that year when they ran for 2,000 yards. Then they act like he wasn't in the Super Bowl without Saquon Barkley when they couldn't be run heavy like that. He didn't have a 2,000-yard rusher then. He was an all-pro that season with his arm. They act like none of this stuff happened, bro. They lie through their teeth to discredit a guy, and that's the type of stuff that I don't like in the media, man. I don't like it in the media, man. You got Eagles guys who say they wonder what the offense will look like. I'm not saying Jalen Hurts should be benched, but I wonder what it would look like if Jalen Hurts wasn't starting right now. Why would you wonder what it would look like if your Super Bowl MVP ain't starting right now? Because you like how the other guy look? I can't take it, bro. I can't take it. I can't take that type of rhetoric, man. The name of the game is winning. The name of the game is not winning. It's not losing attractively. Jalen Hurts threw back-to-back 280-yard passing yards the last 2 weeks. We lost. We lost, bro. We lost. He's throwing for yards in the last 2 losses. We lost. These guys got to get back to winning, man. These guys got to get back to winning. I'm disappointed in the coaching staff. First and foremost, man. I'm disappointed in Nick Sirianni doing this losing stretch, because Nick Sirianni and Kevin Patullo let the outside noise creep in, and they let it change our identity. They let it change our identity. They let the outside noise creep in so much that we abandoned Saquon Barkley in a game we was up 17-3. We abandoned him, and they being stubborn in their interviews. Nothing's going to change. Nick is saying shit like that. Nothing's going to change. He's supposed to be some type of personality coach or whatever. Like, what do you mean nothing is going to change? A lot needs to change. A lot needs to change with this offense, man. Everybody and their mama is pointing out the predictability. Lane Johnson is calling this shit predictable, man. That's a future Hall of Famer. Lane Johnson is calling it predictable. Brian Baldinger is calling it predictable. I get it. Jalen missed some throws. Had Jalen hit on those throws, he probably had the same amount of passing yards as Josh Allen right now. He'd have the same amount of passing yards. The one he missed, Smitty, it was like an 80-yard touchdown pass, bro. He missed him. Missed him. It would have been the longest touchdown pass in Smitty's career, probably, man. Flat out missed him. Jalen got to sit in that. Jalen got to own that. He got to be better in them situations, man. But they say that those situations define him, but they praised him a year ago for being the best in those situations. All summer we heard about how Jalen Hurts is great in situations. He's great when you need him to be great. We heard that all year. He missed a couple of throws. Now we forget. We forget that when he's his greatest, he wins Super Bowls and go to Super Bowls. I can't take the media, bro. I can't take it, man. I can't take the media, man. This space is corrupt. This space is filled with people who can't keep it a buck. Can't keep it a buck. I don't see the pitchforks out for Justin Herbert or Josh Allen. They say they need more help, but they banish Jalen for having help. They tarnish his name for having help. They tarnish his name for it, man. I don't think it's fair. I don't think it's fair, but we're not in the business of fair. We're in the business of winning Super Bowls, man. We're in the business of winning Super Bowls. If Jalen Hurts' success came from him being in a run-style offense, a run-heavy offense, why don't they put these other quarterbacks in them situations? Why don't they put it? Did y'all know that the Bills games that they won, every Bills game they won this season, Cook had 100 yards rushing? The games they lost are the games where Cook didn't have 100 yards rushing. Did y'all know that? Nobody's pointing that out, though, about the Bills and Josh Allen, though. How when Cook go off, they win. Did y'all know that they have Cook? Lamar Jackson had Derrick Henry. Patrick Mahomes has a running game. Pacheco, Kareem Hunt. Joe Burrow, these guys have good running backs. And if these guys are so much better than Jalen Hurts, and if passing yards and pretty balls mean so much, why hasn't it equated to Super Bowls on them sides, man? I get confused. Who cares if these guys look better throwing the ball from the pocket? Where are the Super Bowls to say that that equates to championships? Where are the Super Bowls that prove the theory that passing quarterbacks are the only ones that can get it done so much? These guys that throw for all of these yards, where are their Super Bowls? Fly Austin Fly, thank you for the super chat. Love Nick, but he let AJ and the media frustration get in the way of our winning formula, and that can't happen. That can't happen because winning is the only thing that matters. Winning is the only thing that matters. Winning is the only thing that matters. I don't understand that. Where are these guys? Oh, because they don't have Saquon. That's somebody said. That's somebody said. But why do they need Saquon Barkley to win Super Bowls? Jalen Hurts been to a Super Bowl without Saquon Barkley. Some of these guys that I'm talking about never even been to a Super Bowl, man. Justin Herbert never won a playoff game. Lamar ain't never played no Super Bowl. Josh Allen ain't never played no Super Bowl. How did Jalen Hurts get to a Super Bowl without Saquon Barkley? Y'all conveniently forget that happened. He's 1-1 in the Super Bowl. 2-0 in NFC Championship games. Saquon Barkley's second year. How did Jalen Hurts get to a Super Bowl without Saquon Barkley if he can't throw the ball, man? How? And let's not get to all of these guys. Let's not get to all of these guys who love breaking down film. It's so many. I'm getting tired of you. I'm getting tired of these wet and wavy, hot sweater wearing ass fake analysts getting in front of a microphone, breaking down film. They just came out of nowhere doing that, bro. They came out of nowhere doing it. I'm getting tired of these guys who don't have no real skin in the game, making up opinions. Y'all can't listen to everybody. Man, they would be mopping the floor around here. They floor moppers to me, man. They floor moppers to me. You don't get to have an opinion as a content creator after we win. I didn't see a lot of people with microphones before we won. I looked to the left and to the right. When I started my channel, I think it was just Joey Shakes Philly 500. That's no knock on people that came after, because the guys that came after made a name for themselves. They're cool. It's these new guys, though. These new guys that I don't know. These new guys who don't even have a team. They don't even have a team in the background. They just have a little space in an apartment somewhere, a background, a microphone, and they just talking. Oh my God, he missed AJ Brown. AJ was wide open here. AJ was wide open here. Man, shut up, man. Shut up. Shut up. Y'all acting like the sky falling because he missed the throw. Everybody misses throws, bro. What are we talking about? Everybody misses throws. He's talking some of them played in the NFL, though. I'm not talking about NFL players. I'm not. I'm talking about the guys who, when they're not in front of a camera, breaking down boxes at Little Caesars. I'm not talking about NFL players, man. And NFL players, they also are in the business of creating content for shock value to a degree. They're also in the business of using the Philadelphia Eagles for clickbait. Everybody using us for clickbait. We know it. We know it. Everybody is saying the same thing. Only guys like Brian Baldinger and certain individuals are keeping it a buck about the offense being predictable. They taking down Acho is actually keeping it a buck as well. Daryl Stewart, thank you for the super chat. One of these media and haters aren't talking about how it takes a mental toll on your psyche from Kellen Moore to KP being hard on QB1. Nobody, listen, bro. They only talked about Jalen Hurts having 55 different offensive coordinators since he became a pro because he won a Super Bowl. Oh, he did all of this with all of these. Nobody's talking about the reverse side of that, how that's difficult, though. They stopped talking about it when he started losing. Nobody's using it as an excuse and that it takes some time to get used to. But people with common sense know that sometimes change is bad. Sometimes change is bad. Sometimes change is bad. Sometimes you got to get used to some change because he doesn't complain in his obsession with now losing. I mean, yeah. The Philadelphia Eagles, listen, man, what up? Listen, man, if the Philadelphia Eagles don't sign CJGJ, they're not trying to fix this defense. And I don't think the defense is that far off either. Let me be clear. We're 4-2. We're 4-2, y'all. Who else got a better? The Bucks got a better record than us, but who beat the Bucks? Who beat the Bucks? Lucas said LB blocking people. I haven't blocked anybody. I ain't blocked nobody. But I'll put you in timeout, though, for putting a smut on my name. Sit in the corner. You know what I'm saying? We beat the Bucks. We beat the team. We gave the team with the best record in our conference they one and only L. It wasn't pretty, but we beat them. We 4-2, y'all. We 4-2. We 4-2. I agree, Dave. I agree with Dave. If we would have signed Isaiah Rodgers, we would have been straight. He didn't even want no money, bro. Howie Roseman went so cheap this offseason, and it is completely coming back to bite us in the ass, bro. It is completely coming back to bite us in the behind. Ashine, what up? I see you in the building. I see everybody. Prophet Time, what up? You know what I mean? I timed him out, LB. Had nothing to do with it. You could be next, though. That's a fact. You know what I mean? You know, you got to sign CJ Gardner-Johnson, man. I don't know if they want to admit they made a mistake with it. I don't know what they want to do, because if you bring back CJ Gardner-Johnson and he gets more playing time than Makuba, then essentially, you might have wasted a pick. You might have. You might have. I'm not gonna lie, man. To keep it 100, man, I would bring CJ back and I would use Makuba as trade bait, man. I would use Makuba as trade bait right now, bro. Yes, I would trade this year's second-round pick. I would trade this year's second-round pick. I would trade him and bring CJ back, man. I would. But the organization does not want to admit that they made a mistake. The organization don't want to admit that they made a mistake. Pride will always be the downfall of everything that's great. Pride will always be the downfall of everything that's great, bro. That's a life lesson for you, man. That's a life lesson, man. Pride will always be the downfall of anything that's great. Listen, man, fellas, if you owe your lady an apology, do it now. Don't let your pride get in the way. Pride will always be the downfall of everything that's great. All Jalen and AJ had to do was talk, bro. What gets in the middle of things like that? Pride. They didn't let their pride get in the way when they signed CJ back. What's wrong with swallowing your pride again? Pause. They didn't let it. They didn't do it. They didn't do it. That took pride to bring CJ back after we had the 10-1 collapse. That took pride. I know we got it in us, but can we do it right now to go chase a repeat? Obviously, CJ only meshed well with us. Hell no, we can't develop. I'm trying to repeat. Y'all trying to develop people. Get him out of here, bro. I trade his ass for some capital, and I would sign CJ Gardner-Johnson. I absolutely would do it. Ringo got to learn too. Ringo, I would have cut Ringo last week, bro. I would have released Keely Ringo in the summertime. Y'all keep wanting to hold. Listen, Makuba, that could be a stretch. But Ringo got to learn? Y'all keep wanting to hold on to these guys who haven't shown us anything. Y'all want to keep holding on to, bro. Did y'all hold on. Do y'all not remember what Keely Ringo did last week? Let me find it. Do y'all not remember what Keely Ringo did last week? Let's find it. It's down here. Do y'all not remember what I'm going to find it for you. I'm going to find it. I can't believe we talking about giving Buddy another chance. That's what we doing. He need more chances. I can't believe it, man. We can't be this stubborn. We can't be this stubborn. Look. First of all, before we get to Keely Ringo, look at this, man. Look at this. We lost to the Giants, and we got people trolling us with 65 years of backwoods smoke on their walls. This is the type of people that's trolling us, man. This is the type of people that's trolling us with 65 years of backwoods smoke on their walls. Probably got a Corona bottle for a spit bottle. That's a Giants content creator too. That's a Giants content creator. Them the type of people was trolling us. This is what Keely Ringo was running like. Keely Ringo was running like this behind somebody. The player caught the ball. Y'all. Keely Ringo didn't even touch him. He let him get up and get 5 more yards because he's running like them kids off weapons. He's running like a damn Naruto character. What is this? He running like... Let me read the super chat, man. Lil Wallace, thank you for the super chat. Get Ringo and Jackson off the squad. I'm tired of both of them. Hoping Q plays Sunday, non-tackling. They don't be wanting to tackle. This how Keely Ringo is running, y'all. Y'all don't believe me? I'm gonna find it. It's a still shot. I got somebody. I think Rome sent me a still. He need time to develop. That's what y'all telling me. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Hey, Mom. She wear 13. Okay. All right, Mom. All right. Look, y'all thought I was lying. Look how he running. What are you doing with your hands? Do you really think you an eagle? You really think you some type of bird? This pissed me off to no return because I knew all summer he was chopped cheese. He need more time. He been here 4 years. I can't believe y'all. He got to go. Not only did the guy catch the ball, I don't know if that was his assignment or not, but he was there. Not only did Buddy catch the ball, he running like he's stepping on hot coals. Buddy was able to get up and get 5 more yards. He got to go now, man. And I said this, man, you don't keep no guys around because they play good on special teams. 722 people in the building. You don't keep guys around because they can play special teams. You don't do that. You don't keep guys around because they're great special teams players. That don't make no sense to me. Man. Oh, but he's good on special teams. So what, bruh? So what? Get him out of here, bro. We like Sidney Brown is good on special teams. He's good on special teams. We got Buddy around because he's good on special. So many times where it's like he don't want to tackle. He got the stiffest hips in the National Football League. I don't even want to talk about him no more, bro. But I'm going to tell you this, man. If he's out there on Sunday because Q ain't playing, it's a cook session. Man. It's not going to be good for us, man. Shout out to Sleeper, man. Sleeper's giving you $20 on your entry, no deposit needed. When you use code LBSBMVP, Sleeper is again giving $20 on entry, no deposit needed. When you use code LBSBMVP, and they also giving you a $100 deposit match on your $100, man. When you use code LBSBMVP, you know, I'm trying to put a little situation together this week. You know what I mean? Me and my dog Welly Well, I'm gonna let him come up here and explain some picks that he's able to put in or whatever the case may be using the Sleeper app. And you know, you could take that advice or you could not. But I know Welly Well is like 90% with the picks. 90% with the picks. You know what I mean? Sometimes I put my own picks in, but my guy slide me a pick and I hit. It's as simple as that, man. Your luck could be the same if you download the Sleeper app and stay in tune when me and Welly Well give out these picks sometime this week. I'm going to try to get our schedules right, but you want to use LBSV MVP. Throw in a little 20. Throw in a little 20 and let them match the 20 to $40. That's money to play with for a couple weeks, man. If you know with Sleeper, man. Gamble responsibly. Don't play with no money that you don't want to lose. All of that good stuff, man. You know, I'm disgusted, to say the least, with the performance by some of these guys on the defensive side of the ball, man. I'm disgusted, man. And I can't fake it no longer. I can't act like that ain't the case. I don't know what's going to happen if Quinyon Mitchell don't play. I don't know. And Howie Roseman is clearly being blackballed because safety not even the biggest need. I could deal with Makuba learning on the fly, to be honest. I'm just a little frustrated. I could deal with Makuba learning on the fly, to be honest. But we can't deal with no pass rush, bro. Zadarius Smith retired. He was the sack leader this year, 1.5, and retired. We are not getting a pass rush. Azeez Ojulari, Uche, none of these guys are getting home, bro. Nolan Smith on IR. Jalix Hunt. I mean, I'm not sure if Jalix Hunt is being used as predominantly as a pass rusher. None of these guys are getting home. We are legitimately forced to blitz. When you're forced to blitz, you leave something open in the defense, man. And guys are able to carve you up. We're legitimately forced to blitz. Now, there's no quarterback I wouldn't want to blitz more than Carson Wentz because that's a true deer in headlights. But we are legitimately forced to blitz, man. And I think Carson should give us a pick this week. Ideally, I would love to go after a guy like Nick Chubb. You know, you got to attack some of these teams that's having fire sales. I think the Philadelphia Eagles should give Antoine Powell-Ryland a chance. We drafted him. We cut him. We brought him back. I think we should truly give him a chance on the edge because he's an edge rushing specialist. I think he had 18 sacks in college. We got to give the guys that we have on the roster a chance. We got to see where it goes. We do, man. But, you know, I got more content coming, man. I've got another video brewing this afternoon. Make sure you tap in, like, subscribe, all of that good stuff, man. Enjoy the rest of y'all Wednesday. Be productive because that's what matters the most, man. Bullies out.
Choose to be sober, put your life in a bottle. Just a gamble. If you lose, then your life in a pile. You can fail if you weak, not a 7-day trial. A bunch of booze for the week, it's not Cinco de Mayo. Sending files, not the social for the link in the bio. Handle business, never taught like a stand in a trial. If you question about loyalty, I'm pressing them all. I can't stand the oil leak, cause